Hi Sagittarius, it's Kajora Lovely with your general reading for the month of February 2019. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not resonate entirely. You can also check out my videos for your rising and moon sign. So let's see. Oh, I'm also reading with the Illuminated Tarot for anyone who's curious. A little different of a deck. So let's see what's going on. The sign of Sagittarius for February 2019. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So, where you are now, you have the Five of Pentacles and the Hierophant in one card. So this can mean a couple different things. The Five of Pentacles is usually about being in a mindset of poverty, not necessarily seeing opportunities where they are, being kind of stuck in a mindset of scarcity and lack. The Hierophant is about religious institutions, structures, rules, regulations. It's the religion side of spirituality. The High Priestess is about sort of the mystical side. This is the more rules, masculine side. It can also relate to the sign of Taurus. It's interesting. What I'm hearing with this is trust yourself and trust your own guidance. Trust yourself to make the right advances moving forward. So if you aren't sure where to go, I would say that's the case. And since it relates to the sign of Taurus, I would say it's about taking because it's earth energy, the Taurus sign is, it's about taking a methodical, even, fair, balanced, thought out approach moving forward. What's going on with you right now is the Two of Swords and the Hanged Man. So this can mean that you're trying to make a decision, you're in the process of making a decision, maybe also shifting your perspective about something a little bit. Because the Hanged Man means you're kind of stuck in a position for a little while that you may not want to be in, but you're meant to be there because it's going to change your perspective, your perception about something. You're meant to see things differently, basically. And so that could relate to rules, structures, religion, especially a religion you grew up in. And it could be for some of you, you're debating whether or not to stick with that religion that you grew up in. And well, I guess that answer kind of came. So that's that, trust yourself. As for what's crowning you under the overarching influence is a lack of planning or planning that's not happening. It could be even that there's a delay, but there's something that you probably want to move forward and it's not happening for whatever reason. And actually, I pulled another card for this one. It's Jack of Swords. You're probably looking for new opportunities. I feel like you're ready to move something forward, but for whatever reason, there's delays, something's stalling. And you may not know for a bit what the right outcome is. But as far as the base, you are starting a new beginning. There is something new going on. So, I'm hearing trust the clairvoyance. I would say that is the clairvoyance within yourself because everyone has abilities, in my opinion. You know, all the colors are standing out on this card, so I would say that it's really, you have a colorful and bright future ahead. That there are some really cool things that are going to happen and that you can be really excited about moving forward. I know it's kind of an odd card, but it is kind of cool looking. And then in the near future is making plans. So This is the Two of Swords. Sorry, Two of Wands. This is the Three of Wands in reverse. This is what your overarching influence. This is in the near future. So the way I would take this is, with the other things going on, plans not coming full circle, you may need to go back a step. Because the Two of Wands obviously takes place right before the Three of Wands. So this is about planning, communication, action, figuring out where you want to take things, where you want things to go. So it may be that you still need to kind of iron out the details and have a discussion with someone, whoever it is you're working with, whether it's a romantic partner, business partner, whoever it is that's involved, and saying, what is it that you really want? What is it that I really want? Where do we really want to go? Where do we really want to take things? And where you are right now, there is a victory in place. So there is something that is successful with the Ace of Swords here. And that could also be related to finances, because you've got the Queen of not related to finances, Queen of Wands, communication, action, fire energy. So this is also your sign. This could be you or another fire sign, Aries or Leo or another Sagittarius. I also see this, well, there's a lot of feeling energy in here. So it could be Leo or Leonine aspects. You know, I'm a Leo. We just can't not make things about ourselves. And I feel like this is also about enjoying your life, actually. Because the more I look at this, it's about these sunflowers. She's holding her cats. You know, it's sort of about enjoying your space and enjoying the moment for what it is. Just sort of letting things be for the time being. That's what I'm getting. So I would also say that's in you trusting yourself and your own intuition and your own internal fire. Because, and that probably comes with the success. So with the victory with the Ace of Swords. So it could also be something that's reaffirming for you about who you are and what you want, where you want to go, what you want to build, all that stuff. And maybe feeling secure in your passions for the time being. As for what's influencing you, you've got the Jack of Cups, which is good news on the emotional front. So it could be good news about it could be a new relationship coming forward. It could be meeting someone new, potentially. But I feel like there's some action related there. Some lust for life. That's them. Yeah, it feels like there's some excitement coming with this one. As for the longer term future, you've got a little bit of sense of like feeling like you're still not getting the foundation that you want. It's still not where you want to be. You may feel like the people who were tethered to you, who were anchored to you, or not, that you have some people you can count on, but ultimately I feel like you're still being guided to trust yourself. So I feel like when you have challenges over this month, remember to trust your own judgment and your own instincts, your own gut. And with that, I feel like if you're not really sure, say someone asks you a question that's kind of a big one, you can always say, can I have 24 hours to think about it? Obviously, that's more like work jargon, professional jargon, but you can even, if it's a personal question, you could say, I need some time to think about it. And then take some time to yourself. Go for a walk, do some writing, do some introspection, stare out the window, see what comes up, see what you feel. I feel like you'll know. As for the future, this has been coming up for a lot of people. Everyone's coming out of hibernation right now. All the little bears are starting to wake up because winter is going to be coming to an end fairly soon. We're going to move into spring. So people are coming out of hermit mode. Now, it could also be that you might be feeling some... no. It could be financial instability, but at the same time, you've got the Six of Pentacles here upright, which has to do with giving and receiving, also related to money and finances. So I think it could be, if you are feeling an imbalance, then you might need to look at giving and receiving. Are you giving too much, receiving too little, or vice versa? What's your relationship with that? And that could be sexual. It could be financial. It could be energetic. However that applies to you. And there is something too with overcoming emotional disappointments in the past, possible heartbreaks, relationships that failed or didn't last. This is another big theme for everybody. And it just feels like February, I don't know what it is, if it's Valentine's Day or what, but everyone is cutting the crap. I mean, everybody's just like, this is not in my life anymore. Either that or that's a challenge for everyone this month. All the signs, it feels. Everybody is to decide that we are going to end the phases. That was what the lunar eclipse in January was about ending karmic cycles, letting things go. So I feel like you still haven't, it's still kind of wrapping that up this month of ending that energy of what your past story was, patterns that you've had, cycles that have existed in your life, and what you can let go, what doesn't serve you. Healing those wounds, noticing them, thanking them for coming up so that you can heal them, and then letting them go so that you can move forward. So, just to recap a little bit, when it comes to questions, especially about maybe rules, regulations, possibly religion, if you're not really sure what to do, the answer I was getting from many of you is to trust yourself, trust your internal guidance. That for this month, that is a really big theme. It came up again, so it's still a really big theme for you, is that you probably already know the answer. And there's a delay on some plans. You're going to be looking for new opportunities, but it may take a little while. You are starting a new beginning that could be very exciting. You may need to do some communication with your, well, now I'm hearing your lover or your partner about where you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to do. You are experiencing a victory when it comes to your creative fire energy. There's good news coming in on the relationship front, and you may not be feeling entirely as stable as you want. And once again, trust your own judgment. You're coming out of hibernation, healing an old wound, and re-examining your feelings of giving and receiving, give and take, generosity, that sort of thing. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful month, Sagittarius, and I will see you again next month.